Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So we're going to be doing a bit of upcycling today / over the next few days because I'm not sure if the weather's going to be holding out for me. If you guys saw my weekend vlog, you would have seen that I got myself a cheeky little gum tree find because basically at the moment we do not have really any garden furniture in our garden. We literally have 2 chairs and that is it. I did address this in my other video about how our house was on the market and it's currently not. We're taking a break and just gonna see how we feel in a month or 2 or whatever. But one thing we just said, look, we're gonna spend the summer in this house. Regardless of if we sold our house tomorrow and found something else, then we would still be realistically in this house for the majority of summer. So let's make the most of it. So we wanted to get some nice garden furniture. Garden furniture is very expensive. So I'm kind of hacking my way around the situation here. So basically, I'll put in a little clip of what I picked up off of Gumtree the other day. So we picked up this kind of dining table set. So it's a solid wood dining table with 2 benches and 2 chairs. I managed to pick it up for £30 because they just wanted to get rid of it super quick. So the woman who owned it has actually put like a dark kind of stain on the top of the benches and the table. So plan is to kind of sand that off, and obviously at the moment the legs are cream. We're looking at sanding those back and giving them a coat of paint, probably black. So I actually managed to find this, I'm pretty sure this is the same furniture set, on Oak Furniture Store, whatever it's called. They also have loads of sets from eBay which are really similar. So I'm pretty sure that this furniture set is solid oak. And massive disclaimer here guys, I am fully aware that this is indoor furniture, not intended for outdoor use. And will it stand the test of time? No, it won't. But our plan is that it's very much like an interim solution. When the weather is really rubbish, we can easily store it away in our garage. We're gonna actually get a cover for it as well. So if it is raining, we can just chuck a cover on it, things like that. So we're gonna do our best to protect it. It's not gonna last a super long time, but I think it should last us like a few years at least, I don't know. We shall see. Very much a kind of hacky temporary solution. If you're looking for cheap garden furniture while trying to save up for like a really nice garden furniture set, then this could potentially be a very good solution. So plan of action. I am going to try and sand back all of that brown, like dark brown varnish stuff from the top of the table. You can kind of see on the underside of the table what the wood color is actually like, and it's a very nice light color, which is what I kind of want to go for. So I'm going to try and sand all of that back. I haven't got the paint bits that I need just yet. I'm going to pop to B&Q and get them because I just wanted to make sure I could like sand it all back properly first. But if I can sand it back, the look I'm kind of going for is like a really nice light wood top on the table and the benches, and a matte black look on the legs of both the benches and the table as well. I'll chuck in a couple of images of the kind of vibe I'm going for. I think this will fit into the style of our garden really nicely actually, because we have all like black fences and stuff. So products I'm probably going to use is like a multi-purpose exterior paint on the legs. I'll show you when I do pick this stuff up, and then just like a hardwood kind of sealant to try and protect the light wood bits as well. But right now I'm going to head into the garden and try and sand the top of the tabletop. Let's see how this goes. Also the weather is awful for this, but at the moment it seems to just be raining pretty much every single day, and it's dry but it's super windy at the moment. Super windy. I can't obviously do it in the house because it'll be so dusty. I don't want to do it in the garage because again it'll be super dusty as well. So that we've got like a little nook in like the corner of our garden that I'm hoping will be sheltered, but I'm not looking forward to going out in this weather, to be honest. Right, so slight change of plan. I had hoped that I would just be able to sand it off really easily, but it's a really, I don't know what it is. It's like I thought it was like a bit of a wood stain and like a varnish, but it's like a really thick paint, but it's like peeling off in like layers and stuff. Not even layers, just like one thick layer. Oh, that is such good timing because it's literally just started raining. But yeah, so I managed to peel some of it off, but for me to sand it, like I was sanding the same one small spot for ages and it was only just starting to come off. So I think change of plan, I am gonna work smarter, not harder, and I'm gonna buy some paint strippers. So I found one at 𝑵𝑂 for like 10 quid. That should do the job. I mean, there is a part of me that thinks, I'm lazy, should I just paint it all black? Just give it a quick sand and paint it all black? But I think it will just peel, like that paint will just peel regardless, so I need to get it off, which is a bit annoying that I couldn't just do it with a sander. So I'm gonna pop to B&Q. I need to get all the other paint and stuff anyway. I'm glad that I didn't just go ahead and buy it before this video, because I knew something like this would happen, and I just didn't want to make loads of extra trips. So yeah, list is paint stripper, black paint, and then like a wood sealant, outdoor wood treatment situation as well. So I'm gonna pop to B&Q in a bit and grab those bits. And I'm back. I've got really bad mask makeup. Let's ignore that. Right, ooh, nearly dropped everything. Okay, so first things first, I got this. This is Paint Stripper by Polycell. Maximum strength. Boys, shush. So I actually looked online and there was a dial one which had really bad reviews, and this was like twice the price, but the reviews were okay on it rather than awful. But it said that it works from 20 minutes. All you got to do is just put it on. It says that it can strip like up to 12 layers in one application on wood or metal. So I thought that sounded quite good, so I went for that one. Varnish for the top of the table. So granted that this works and I can get all of that rubbish brown paint off, I did a little bit of research and found this. So this is the Ronseal Ultimate Protection Hardwood Garden Furniture Stain. And it says that it gives you long-lasting colour and protection. It's got a 3-year guarantee. And basically, I can't remember where it says it, but it just says it like protects it from rain and all of that kind of jazz. Oh, here we go. All weather protection, resists cracking and peeling, quick dry, rain-proof in 1 hour, whereas some of them took like 12 hours to be actually rainproof. But yeah, I don't want to stain it, I just wanted to protect it, so I got a tin of that. I wish I did a smaller tin though. This is 750 ml, and for the amount of wood that I need to stain, I think that's going to be like way too much. But anyway, and then this is the item that I couldn't click and collect. Annoyingly, this was the last one there on the shelf. And this is the Fortress All Surface Paint. I think this is the right one. I swear when I looked online it said multi-surface, but it's the same thing anyway. So this says it's for interior and exterior surfaces. You can apply it directly to wood, metal, plastic, ceramics, and even rust. You don't need a primer. See guys, I am lazy. I'm buying products that work for me. And it's matte black as well. So yeah, I thought that would look good, work. My brain is so frazzled today, I'm sorry. Yeah, I thought that would work pretty well to cover up all that kind of cream paint. Probably just need a couple of coats. I also picked up some little doggy chews. In B&Q they started doing like a dog section, which I've never seen before. I'm gonna bring the tabletop and the benches in here, and I'm gonna put the stripper on them, and we shall see how that works. Okay, so as you would have seen, I just really quickly kind of gave it a sand just to kind of rough the top coat up. And then I just literally brushed it on. It's literally gone on for like 2 seconds and you can already see it like bubbling up. So it's really, really good. This smells strong though. I have my windows open, my bifolds open, and it is strong smelling. It doesn't say to wear a mask with it, but you might want to. Yeah, ideally do it outside. I would normally, but it's just the weather is just so over the place. So I'm keeping the house as ventilated as possible, but it is strong. But yeah, I'm impressed. It's literally, I mean, the paint looked like it was ready to flake off anyway, but let me give you a little close up of what it looks like. Yeah, it's literally been on for 2 seconds, and like you see all this kind of yellowy rough stuff is where the paint is kind of, I don't know, like the stripper's just doing its thing, I guess. So it says you should see results within 20 minutes, but maybe to leave it up to 4 hours. So I'm just gonna leave it for as long as possible. I'm gonna go and sand and put some of this stuff on the benches as well now. So yeah, they can kind of do their things, and I'll come back in. I have like a little plastic scraper that I'm gonna scrape it all into a bin bag and like dispose of it properly. But yeah, I'll check back in with you guys when it's nearly done. Right, so it's been about 3 hours and I'm just starting to scrape this off. It is lifting off, but I'm not gonna lie, I thought it would have like bubbled up and like just be peeling off on its own accord. Maybe that was wishful thinking. It is sort of coming off, but I'm having to like scrape it, if you can see like that. Yeah, so obviously it's coming off way easier than it was previously, so I feel like it has worked, but I think I had better expectations than the reality. But anyway, I'm going to spend the next like million years scraping this off of the table and the benches, and yeah, I don't even know what the next step is. Right guys, it is the next day, but I don't think I'm going to be able to do any more work on the tabletop and sanding it today because the weather is awful. It's so much worse than yesterday. It's just raining, raining, raining. It won't stop. And even if it does, it's just absolutely soaked out there at the moment. So I feel like today is a write-off for doing anything outside. But I still want to be really productive, and I have the table legs in here. They're on my dining table over there. So yeah, I have the table legs, which are obviously detached from the rest of the table. So I thought I would just crack on and paint them inside today, because that's probably one of the few things that I can actually do today without creating more mess. Okay, so it's been a little while since I've updated you guys. That's partly because the weather was awful, and also I was just getting super frustrated. So I think the last time that I filmed, I had put paint stripper on the table and the benches, started to scrape that off with my ridiculous little tiny scraper, and I think that I started to paint those table legs, which are done in the garage. So that paint stripper didn't work as well as I'd hoped. I don't know what paint this person used on this stuff. It's really weird because it was kind of peeling off, so I thought that the paint stripper would just lift it off. I don't know, how naive am I? And it still wasn't really lifting it. So yeah, I've been scraping and scraping and sanding, and oh my gosh, it's so tiring. I've only managed to completely finish one of the benches, just the tops. So I'm going to show it to you really quickly now. Okay, so here is the bench and the freshly sanded wood top. I absolutely love the colour of the top of this. So plan now, I'm just going to give it a quick wipe down because it's still a little bit dusty from when I sanded. I'm going to flip it over, paint the legs of this, then once those are dry, flip it back over and stain the top like I said I would. But yeah, I'm literally gonna have to do it one at a time because this stuff's taking up so much room in my garage. This is the only one that I've sanded down, so I still have a whole tabletop and a whole other bench to sand down as well. It is super time consuming, so I'm just trying to do them like one at a time. I think that's just gonna be a little bit easier. So yeah, I'm gonna start painting this bad boy. The first coat is always super streaky, but it will turn out okay in the end. So I'm gonna wait for this to dry, give it another coat later on tonight. Yeah, and I'll check back in probably tomorrow when it's all dry. Ta-da! Right, so, excuse me, you're in the way. This has had 3 coats now. And it is all done and dry. I just need to do the top, but I think it's looking... Steve, you think it looks really good, don't you?
Yeah, I think it looks really good.
Yes?
Yeah, I think the colour of the wood with the black legs, I think it looks really good.
Yeah, the wood's got a really nice colour actually, like really a nice kind of light blondie kind of colour.
Yeah.
Yeah. Time to...
Do the table.
Well, no, I've got to do the...
Sanding and the staining?
No, yeah, just the protectory thing on the bench.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to do the table.
Woohoo!
Woohoo! Okay, so this is not what I thought it was going to look like. I thought it was going to be clear, like a clear varnish. But we'll see how we get on. So this needs 3 coats with 4 hours between each coat. So I'm just going to do the first one now. Okay, so that's the first coat done. It's made it really orangey, so I'm hoping it does actually dry clear like it said it would. Yeah. So whilst I'm waiting for that to dry, I was going to show you this. So this is the tabletop after 2 rounds of the paint stripper. So as you can see, like some of these bits are just like glue, they just would not come off. So I need to sand this down, especially down here. Yeah, I'm gonna work on this now, sand this down, so it's just like the bench top, and yeah, I'll show you that when it's done. And that is the tabletop all sanded. It's absolutely tiring. I just got to do the edges. Yeah, and then I'm gonna take it inside. I've got some black bits to paint. I need to paint like these bits black and do the same as the bench, and then it will be done. Right guys, so the table and bench are finally done. Like I said, I have another bench to do, but I feel like I just need a bit of a break. We need to actually like do our whole garden this weekend because we're doing like a garden transformation again. So yeah, at some point later on, when I have time, I will do the other bench, but I feel like for now, there's enough seating and stuff out there to keep us going. I'm really, really happy with it. The only thing is the colour of the wood didn't turn out exactly how I'd hoped, but let me show you guys what it looks like. So it has been raining this morning. I've just given it a quick wipe, but here we go. I think it looks so much smarter than it did before with the black, and it actually looks really good with our chairs as well. Yeah, it definitely ties in really well to the whole garden, doesn't it? You look very matchy as well. Do you match it? But yeah, so really happy with the colour of the legs, obviously, but the tabletop went so orangey. I did the bench first and it's gone so orange. I did a lighter coat on the table, which is less orange, but it's still giving it so much more of an orangey tint than before I put that wood sealant stuff on. So I might try and get something else because it's only had 1 coat so far, and I'm not really sure what I want to do because you can kind of see it's been raining this morning and it's already got kind of watermarks on it. So yeah, I don't know. If you guys have any recommendations, let me know. Also, shout out to Mama Henry for bringing loads of plants. They had loads of like leftover plants, so we're going to try and plant them out this weekend. But overall, I think it looks really cute. This isn't its permanent position, obviously, but we need to make room for it around the corner, but that is for a future video. But yeah, let me know what you guys think of that. I am really happy with it. It's just literally like that tone of wood. I feel like if I hadn't seen that kind of white ashy tone previously, I probably wouldn't have been bothered. But I did think it looked a little bit nicer with a whiter kind of wood tone. Although my mum did say that when it's left in like the sun and the rain, it will naturally kind of go a bit whiter again anyway. But yeah, I'm not entirely sure whether, it definitely needs a couple more coats to protect it. But I don't know whether I should just stick with the product that I used, which was really orangey, or just try a different one. So if anyone has any recommendations of stuff they've used, which is literally just like a clear coat, then let me know in the comments, because I'd really appreciate that. But yeah, like I said, this weekend it should be nice weather, so we're gonna start doing some changes to the garden. So keep an eye open for that, because yeah, I'm excited to finally get it how I want it. But I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. If you have, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up, because it really supports my channel. If you haven't already subscribed, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and ring the bell so you never miss an upcoming video. And until next time, I will see you guys later.